Welcome to Clarity Currents, the secret podcast with me, 𝙗𝙗𝙨𝙨, where I share weekly channeled messages about the energetics of the week and the areas of opportunity so you know how to work with the energy rather than in resistance to it and know how to leverage it for your highest level good in your business, relationships, health, wealth, spirituality, and legacy. This is Clarity Currents episode for the week of August 4th through the 10th, 2025. Let's dive in. When I tune into the overall energetics of the week, I see a vision of this dense forest with all of this fog in the air. There's cool dew on the leaves and a golden path slowly illuminating beneath your feet as the sun rises. The message here is the path is being revealed as you take each faithful step. This week carries breakthrough energy and it's laced with emotional transformation. The energy feels like a quiet, potent initiation, pushing you to either repeat your patterns or rise into a completely new response. This week says you've seen the pattern. Now, what are you going to do with that awareness? Expect heightened emotional sensitivity, but with it comes divine insight. Let your feelings guide you. Don't rush to understand them. There's no need to make sense, only to listen, feel, and trust. Business for the week of August 4th. When I tune into the energetics of business this week, I see a vision of a power cord being unplugged and then moved into a new outlet, one that fits the voltage perfectly. You've outgrown an old energetic circuit in your business. So whether this is a program, a routine, a strategy, or a brand identity, this week invites you to replug your energy into something that reflects who you are now. Not who you were 6 months ago, not who your audience expects, but who you are now. There may be moments this week where you're second guessing your next move. It might not quote unquote make sense on paper, but it will if you let your body lead. Here are some questions you can ask yourself. Where does my energy naturally want to go? What feels like a joyful yes, even if it's unproven? What part of my business is demanding to be reimagined, not just tweaked? This is a potent week to rewrite the rules and allow your real essence to lead. The invitation is to pivot with purpose. Plug into the power of what's true in the now. Relationships for the week of August 4th. When I tune into the energetics of relationships this week, I see a person standing with their hand on a locked door, torn between either knocking or walking away. This is a week where emotional clarity meets confrontation. You may feel the ache of unmet needs, misalignment, or emotional distance. But here's the shift. Instead of spiraling, you're being invited to speak the truth, ask for what you need, and allow yourself to receive love and support, especially where you've habitually been the giver. This is the week where you stop trying to be easy to love and start being fully expressed in love. And if you're navigating grief, confusion, or distance in a relationship, ask yourself, is this a sacred closure or a courageous conversation waiting to happen? Either way, your clarity is the bridge to deeper intimacy. Health for the week of August 4th. When I tune into the energetics of health this week, I see a body wrapped in a weighted blanket, finally exhaling. It feels like a week of emotional detox and nervous system recalibration. You may feel a little more tired, foggy, or potentially more sensitive than usual, especially early in the week, but know that this is not a malfunction, it's just the healing. Don't force energy, follow it instead. Your body might be asking you to rest more, hydrate more, or eat differently. Listen and respond with reverence. By the weekend, I do see that there's a breakthrough moment possible, a shift in how you feel in your body because you chose to honor the needs before burnout hit. Let your health this week be less about fixing and more about feeling. Your body isn't a problem to solve, it's the oracle that you get to consult. Wealth for the week of August 4th. When I tune into the energetics of wealth this week, I see a vision of this dam breaking and water gushing through, not chaotically, but it's gushing in this clear directional stream. This is a week of financial realignment through clarity and courage. If money has felt confusing, restricted, or stuck, the invitation now is to speak directly to it. Get honest. Look at the numbers. Name what you want. Ask for support. I see portals of abundance being opened, but only if you're willing to receive in a new way. Ask yourself, where am I still trying to earn my worth instead of trusting it? What am I not letting myself ask for? Where am I trying to do it all alone? Wealth will feel like flow again when you stop trying to control the how and instead get clear on the why. Spirituality for the week of August 4th. When I tune into the energetics of spirituality this week, I see a vision of a person literally walking on water, shaky at first, but then fully trusting with confidence. You're being invited to walk by faith, not by logic. This week, you might feel like your head and your heart aren't speaking the same language, but your spirit does know the way. Let your spiritual practice be your tether. Ask for signs. Be open to miracles. Pray for presence so clear that you can't help but know what is next. And above all, don't bypass what's uncomfortable. That's where your greatest transformation lives. Your clarity this week won't come from overthinking. It's going to come from surrender. And legacy for the week of August 4th. When I tune into the energetics of legacy this week, I see a phoenix rising from the ashes, but this time it's choosing to rise. It's not being forced by circumstances. It's being called forth. This week is a legacy checkpoint. Are you still operating from old survival identities, or are you leading from the healed version of you? Or the one still trying to prove something? Legacy is not about what you build. It's about who you become as you build it. So ask yourself, is this action in integrity with my soul's mission? Is this aligned with what I say I want my life to mean? Let your next move be a devotion to the future you're here to live into. There you have it, Hot Soul, your intuitive forecast for the week. This is a recalibration week, one where faith is rewarded, courage is cultivated, and divine timing reveals what's truly for you. Let this be the week where you rise with clarity and lead with your soul. Until next week.